Alrighty. Without further ado, it's back to the game. It's back to the art mines. Because the game is playable from beginning to end, so now the real work begins. The real work of adding graphics. Make the graphics good now. Good graphics mode. RTX on. Screen space ambient occlusion. Lumen, nanite. We put all of them in. They're all in the game now. It's not even Unreal. I'm just gonna make a new. I'm just gonna make Godot have nanite. I'm gonna add it to Godot. But okay, what I'm actually gonna do is let's start with wallpapers for all the houses. That seems like a simple first step. So I'll be lazy first off, and let's just make it so that let's click this wall, for example. Let's see if this works, where we just take the painted one. Wait, what is it? Interior. Let's say this. Wait, what? Hang on. Something here should have Weston House? Oh, right, I called it living room. I'm just gonna rename this interior, so like wall interior 1. And then move this up. Take your time, Godot. Boy, it's really taking its time. Well, in other news, this is earlier than any of the streams that I did last week because I woke up early, despite going to bed at like 2 in the morning because I was playing Borderlands 2 too much. It's weird. I remember specific moments, but I don't actually remember beating the game in 2012, even though that's what the Steam achievements say. Because I thought I played it on console, but now I'm remembering I played Borderlands 1 on console, and then played Borderlands 2 on PC. But okay. That's neither here nor there. We need to get wall interior. We need to figure out... I'm going to say, put this there. How does that work? Doesn't work very well. Let's do wall exterior. What is this material? Trim metal. Yeah, so you can see my conundrum, which is that different houses have different scales of ceilings, but I'd prefer to use the same texture on all of them. Okay. And also, because the walls are going to be at angles, this is not going to work for long, so let's just make it like a... What is our main spatial? I don't think we have anything, actually. What I should do is I'm going to create a new shader. Let's just call it standard UV. And this is just going to have a uniform sampler 2D. Because basically, I'm tired of having to recreate all of the same parameters on all of my materials. So what I could do is just have, like, texture... and color. Wait, no. Albedo. Source color. Okay. We don't need anything here because we're just going to do render, mode, shader. No, diffuse Lambert, specular disabled. And then here we're going to have filter linear bitmap. And then albedo. This might shock you. We're going to get the albedo color from the texture. Hold on to your pants now. Okay, because now I need the wall texture painted texture. Take your time, Godot. Okay, so it should be called painted. Is it paint one? Huh. Also, I'm not seeing the... Oh, I see. Shader parameters here. No, this paint 1 texture is for something else. Yeah, because that's for, like, the doors here. Interior. Wall with trim? Okay, wall with trim is what I need. Because this is just going to be kind of, I guess just starting to figure out the proportions. Oh wait, filter nearest bitmap. Yeah, so it'll be unfortunate to try and get all of these looking good. Because, yeah, most houses are on a cube, but not all of them. Well, I guess if not all of them are on a cube, I can just not do all of them like this. Yeah, I'm going back to Triplanar 3 local. And then what we can do instead is we can have the scale here. For example, I see. Okay, so I can just set this. I forgot that I did that way. Okay, so each one of these houses will need a different material. Because, for example, this is specifically the Westons. So let's do that again. Wall, interior 1. Put that back to Westons. Take your time, Godot. And also, this isn't really automatically converted anymore, because I created this include myself. Wow, Godot is really struggling to run this scene. I'm glad that this game is... I'm not going to be developing this game for much longer, because I don't think Godot can handle it. Okay, so we're going to make this unique. Textures, bill. So this is going to be wall, interior, bill. Let's go slightly... Wait, I just realized, I'm pretty sure this is not... Like, this is just the bottom of this texture. Okay, well, that looks good. So yeah, we'll just give each house that same treatment. Make a unique material with the same default parameters. Let's see. These ones will be kind of funky. Let's do just that. Oh. Make unique. Save as. Environment textures lab. Wall interior lab 1. And then I think this should have its own texture. Yeah, let's save this as our second material. Surprisingly. Okay, and this one... Yeah, this house... So what house would this be called? Empty? Wall interior empty 1. And yeah, there are things that I could do, like unique materials for different rooms, but I was also looking at my own apartment, and I realized that, like, all of the rooms in this apartment are the same paint. Admittedly, it was kind of a hack job by the landlord. The old landlord special. Though they didn't paint over the outlets, the outlets barely hold plugs in them. They're so old. I love being a rentoid. But okay, we need empty house. I think it's this one? Yeah. I don't know why these all show the same texture. Now they don't. And this shows the wrong... I guess that's the correct thing. Okie dokie. Okay, wall interior Carlson. So with this one... Perfect, okay. Well, actually, do I want all of them? I kind of think some of these houses should actually have should have, like, this rather than having the loop. Because the loop was specifically to take advantage of, the Weston house thing. In fact, I'm realizing there's no trim at the top of the wall in most houses. So maybe I should always have it like this. But okay. Oh wait, no, wrong one. And for now, I'm fine with all of these being like this. Wait, I think this one, yeah, this one's the opposite. And I don't think I really... Well, I guess we do use the material there a little bit. And am I fine with this here? I guess so. Really what I want. And I'm still thinking if I should go through the effort of doing it, but I'd like all of this sidewalk to actually be recessed into the ground. Like, because right now it sticks out very far. I'll do that after we do the interiors of the houses. Let's go to, like, visuals. Because I'm pretty sure I have that in here as, like... World stuff? I'll put it into world stuff of, like, make the sidewalk, or make the road into the ground. Because, yeah, sidewalks do not stick out above the ground. That's just the way that just made it easier to model. But yeah, I think I should eventually change that back and make it look good. Though that could involve raising every house slightly, which will be fun. No. What I would do is I would just lower the road. It'd be crazy to raise everything else in the entire game when I could just do that. Okay. Well, that answers that question. Basically, lower the road slightly. Cut terrain around it. So yeah, I'd be really locking in the road layout. So like this, for example, should probably be made to look good first. But alright. We got all of the houses in this neighborhood done. Oh wait, the church. Oh yeah, the church is going to be tricky to figure out. Wait, what is this? Why does the thumbnail just not work? Okay, whatever. Save as church wall interior. I've now made it inconsistent. Nah, whatever. I'll just... yeah, just do that, and then... okay. So yeah, we'll definitely need multiple materials here. Oh yeah, also, this thing... this is where you actually stand out on top of this thing. Let's just do... that. Let's do a regular triplanar. And then, what do we do for the ground here? Maybe this? Good enough for now. Oh, wait, no. We need wall color, paste value. There we go. Okay. Oh, hi. Let's see. I'm just making all the exterior, or I guess all the large materials for these houses. Also, the music is kind of too much for me. Alright, I still really gotta improve this thing. I'll leave that for later. Okay. Save as wall, gas 117, interior 1. And yeah, I changed my naming convention halfway through naming the things. Did I save that as a T-res again? I don't care. They're all compiled down eventually. I don't even know why it lets you save them as text resources or like a not text resource. Okay, and the pixels are relatively square, so that should be good. There we are. So now my main thing is going to be figuring out what I want for all of the walls in these different places. Here's one place where we actually will need the dreaded UV mapped materials, because otherwise, well, will it actually be that much of an issue? No. I will not do such a thing. Basically, this wall texture at an angle is actually blending between two textured samples, but because it's so flat, it's not noticeable at all. Like, it doesn't matter. Oh wait, hang on. We need to make this unique. Okay, wall, duplex. There we are. Okay. Whoop, I keep... There we go. Boom. Perfect. Nope, thank you. Though admittedly, I'm tired. Let's see, I need... What should the ceiling of this thing be? I guess it'll be more like paint. But yeah, we'll do that soon. That's not what we need. We need, the attic walls. Thank you, Godot, for not selecting the thing that I want to select. Is this it? W wall roof. Okay, I see. Make unique. Oh, wait, no. Is this one that I want to be... No, you know what? I'll just make all the walls triplanar. Because there's only a few slanted walls in here, and I'm going to make the walls flat enough that it doesn't matter. If there were, like, large curved walls or something like that, it would be important. Because, yeah, you can see here, with, like, these very clear details, how it has, like, duplicated them and faded them out, because it's merging, or it's just blending between, like, a wall going this way and a wall going this way. But okay, save this as right wall, right interior 1. Oh wait, I was supposed to actually, like, scale it correctly first. There we go. See, I think all the houses in here will be... They'll have basically the same texture, but with different color schemes. And I can't be bothered to make, like, a shader for it. because then I'd have to make a mask, and I'd have to make a custom shader for like palletized objects. And I don't think I'm gonna actually have enough houses to make it worth it. But yeah, someday I'll do my real dream of making like a Sims-style house editor for a game. And then use that to build all the houses. But it'd be more trouble than it's worth. Oh, wait. Oh, I see. Wait. No, I don't see. This room down here... Okay, I need to make this unique, save this as our interior 2. Because basically what we need now is this wall needs to be slightly taller. Because this floor, I did not remember. It has taller walls. Because, I mean, it's the first floor, obviously. It needs to have a grand entrance. This spiral staircase still makes this, like, a really awkward space for, like, a dining room. Yeah, I still need to figure out how to actually use the house appropriately. But okay, that's enough of that. Okay, we actually need the textures now. Let's go to interior visuals, interior house materials. So like walls. Empty, Carlson. I think, do we need more for the Weston house? Or is it good? Oh, right, hang on. The garage. Which is actually like the root house node for... Thank you, Godot, for not... Okay. Okay, so Weston, right, oh, I didn't actually do Blue's house yet. Lab, Bill, and you know what, for the ceiling texture, I have a cool idea. Use our paint, or let's get like a triplanar. 3 local. There we are. And then I can just make this an off-white color. And nobody will be the wiser, because nobody actually cares that much. Also, this trim should not be so yellow. Wait, what is this? I guess I'll keep it that way. Yeah, more gray than yellow, perhaps. Is it really going to take like a full minute every single time I have to save? That's going to be unfortunate. Okay. But okay, we got empty, Carlson Lab, right, Bill, gas station, duplex, right house, blue house. This one, and then this one, just for the sake of it. Because, yeah, for now, let's have the interior all the same. So it's like, basically, the thing with her house is, this is meant to look like it's new, and I haven't really gotten it looking right at the moment. Because, yeah, right now, it looks kind of just like it's graphically glitched. So maybe there should be, like, some trim here or something. Or we need like a bit of a more worn out texture. Yeah, I'll think about that. Oh yeah, also here, let's make this slightly taller, like that. Okay, so let's start with the textures. Okay, we'll wait 12 minutes approximately. And then, while we're waiting, what else should I start on? Because next will be floors. And I think the floors will have more variation. Because we'll need things like, you know, bathroom tiles, kitchen tile, or kitchen linoleum, stuff like that. File. Open. What are we opening? Wrong thing. I guess it's environment textures. Wall interior. Yeah, wall with trim. We're gonna save this into here. Yeah, because look at that. We have this whole thing here that I can use for texture. So yeah, for the empty house, I think just a slightly different off-white. And then, let's... Does this have an alpha? I'm trying to figure out what exactly this is going to be. Because if I did like that, for example... Oh, I see. Okay. I think what I should do is make this black, or make it like a very dark blue. And then lower the opacity even further. That seems about right. And then what are these? I see. Put these in the same location. Oh, I see, okay. They just don't come up very strongly. maybe here we, I don't know exactly. Maybe we just delete all of this a little bit. Or like make this part a little bit more transparent. We're just going to do whole selection. Okay, there we are. So now we can have that be dark, this be nice. And now we have this beautiful thing. Okay. Now we have the thing that we'll use for everybody. Empty, wall, empty. Interior 1. Let's call this like colors. Actually, can we make this a multiply layer? Because that won't do too much right now. But later on, it could do more. Okay, for the right family. A mid-gray. Oh, I see. Okay. I think the right family would actually have a, like, wainscoting. Is that what that's called? Yeah. This exactly. Would we have a light wainscoting with a dark? Or would we have the dark trim? I think we'd still have the dark trim. And then we'd have a, like, mid-tone, slightly darker gray here. Let's go a little bit darker, like, let's just see if the colors feel right here. Textures, right. Wall, right. Interior 1. Okay. Duplex. Do we want anything different for this? I think this is kind of exactly what we're going for. I should probably be going in order, but wall, duplex, interior 1. Carlson. What if we go with this sort of foresty theme again? No, I think I want a warm color in here. But I did like the dark trim. So we'll try that again. Yeah, that could be neat. And you know what, while I'm here, get all of our interior stuff. So like this, rename. Who else do we need? So we got the Westons. I'll just say they're done for now. Got empty, Carlson, right. Well, with the rights, I want some detail in the wainscoting. I'm just going to figure out the proportions in color first. Blue. Madam Blue. Perhaps a pink? Or maybe she should have some sort of mystical dark color. For some... Aha. She needs the mystical dark blue for her psychic readings area, but she needs the friendly light blue. Or she needs a friendly, like, pink color for the daycare center part of her house. And here, I think we would also do another one of these dark trims. That's blue 1. I probably should have gone in order, but oh well. Let's go this color. And then with a lovely white-ish trim. It's going to be tricky to figure out how to actually texture this. But okay, I think that's good. For the lab. The lab should have, I think just a regular, conventional... Well, we could probably just use, like, the empty one. I don't care. Maybe we'll do, like, a dark trim, though. Does that feel like anything? That doesn't feel like anything. Maybe a wood trim. That feels kind of normal. So this is wall width trim. No, wall lab interior 1. And then our most unique wall. Breaking out the whole new texture for this one. Well, do I need to? I don't want to. I'm gonna sneeze as well. Hang on. Okay. This is gonna be wall lab interior 2. And what we will have is some sort of cool metal texture. It'll be very powerful. Pixel art. Let's do like this. Boom. And I'm gonna try to figure out what kind of wall this is soon. Because yeah, I think that is not much of anything. I think, yeah, I prefer, yeah, I think this is correct here, of like, that. And then, what exactly do I want for this lab? Okay, filter, other, random noise. I forgot. The random noise doesn't work unless there's opacity on it already. But okay, then we can multiply this and bring it down low. See now, other, no, adjust. We just need a little bit of noise to give it some texture. And then I'm also going to do filter, artistic, oil paint. Make this a little bit more blended. Because now you can see. So this is what the noise looks like at maximum detail. We have just a little bit of nice texture to it. Okay, that seems good. Wall, lab, interior 2. Oh wait, yeah. I literally said that it's not completed yet. So this is going to be like our noise. Oh yeah, this was lab 1. Okay. Bill. I think their house, this might come as a shock. Some sort of off-white. I'm being very creative. I'm very daring today. Perhaps even with a slightly less off-white trim. Really bringing out the big guns now. Look at that. You ever see a house like this before? Okay, who else do we need? Gas station. The gas station will be different because the gas station... let's look at a convenience store because I forget what walls look like. You know, you don't really look at the walls in a convenience store, but they don't have the same trim that you'd have normally. A brick interior makes sense. We might just have the plain noise texture. Because it doesn't, you know, because it's not that important. Ah, the big tiles. The big tiles, I think, are the answer here. Gas station. Let's do like gas station. There we are. So we want a slight gray here. Actually, let's get our grid. Okay. And then here, bear with me for this. This is gonna get a little crazy. Imagine, I get a white layer, and I put random noise on it. Never seen before, entirely new technique. And then we're gonna put an oil paint filter on the noise to get these slightly larger things. Slightly larger bits of noise. And then let's lower the opacity of this. Look at that. That's a texture that you can write home about. Except for the fact that I want this, actually. No. This. Oh, wait, hang on. Wait, why is this? Okay, there we are. I want this as an extra multiply filter on top of that. There we are. See, now that's a wall to remember. You'll look at that and you'll think, that kind of reminds me of the tiles on a... Oh wait, they're a regular grid. Do I like the regular grid? Actually, I kind of do. Like, because it feels distinctly more artificial, because I have plenty of bricks already. Oh wait, you use P to select, obviously. It's not E for eyedropper, and it's not K for color. Okay. So let's call this wall gas 117 interior 1. I'm realizing I had a thing called interiors. But oh well. Okay, let's put all these in. Spooky and dark. And then we'll have some sort of like wood coloring for everything else. Okay, I think that is promising. I'll just need to figure out what accent color to do to make it, or like what we want for the floor. To make that stand out. And here. Yeah, a real challenge will be, how do we do Blue's house such that it makes sense? Also, this door should then be blue as well. Yeah. Because basically she has a curtain right here, and then this goes into what is essentially an entirely separate business. Oh, I forgot this part as well. What if it was just the drywall? No, I don't like that. Actually, and I just remembered, that was the reason that I had the garage as the drywall. Like, I've been using the garage, or I've been using the drywall as a placeholder for so long that I forgot that I wanted it here. You know, that wasn't a mistake, that was just a thing. But okay. Let's just make another one. What do we want here? Do we want, I think here what I might do, put the grid to 8. Right, no, blue, interior 2, no, 3. This will be another off-white. Well, I know what to do. Wait, what is this exactly? I don't know. Blue 3. Do a deep red with a dark trim for the actual, like, funeral home, business side of things. Yeah, that seems nice. So, wall, blue, interior 3. And then we need interior 4, which is going to be a, like, sterile white. Okay, make this a multiply. Because what I'm imagining is essentially some sort of white tiling. So maybe something, it might kind of look like the gas station, but it'll be different. What if we did like this? Why is that weird? There we go. Yeah, good enough. Okay. And now this will really knock your socks off. Let's do another... Yeah, I like doing this sort of thing. Let's see, what happens if I make it... Let's do like that. But here... Wait, isn't this supposed to be multiply? It is? Huh, doesn't look like it. Okay. Because it feels like it's getting brighter, but I think that's just because it's so noisy. Because what I'm going to do as well is adjust this... Yeah, this will not be like the sort of pearlescent strangeness that the gas station wall is. This will just be like that. And then I think this should be maybe a little bit yellow. Like that. That's a little too dingy. Okay, that seems fine. Wall, blue, interior, 4. Okay, now I think I'm done with blue, done with the gas station. Did I get the duplex? I think I did. Okay, because now we can do... Make unique. So yeah, interior 3. Oh, right, we're gonna need, yeah, we'll need to scale this appropriately. But for now, that's fine. Now I'm thinking, how would I make a Sims style, like, house builder? Yeah, it'd be good to figure out. Okay, duplex though. Duplex is the important one. That's a little too steel gray for me. Yeah, this duplex should be almost white. Right here. Yeah, that feels a bit better. Okay. Oh, wait, hang on. I think I'm seeing my fatal flaw, which is that these walls here are not... Okay, that's because the triplanar... Triplanar 3. So we actually need to... I think there's some sort of square root that I need here, actually. Because we have this, this. Yeah, because you can see those slanted walls are much, much brighter. How did I fix that in my other triplanar? Oh wait, that's my stuff. We need materials. Triplanar, shader, ink. This doesn't seem... Texture wall. So H collision, or H color equals the color X. Ah. Okay, so where do we use H color then? Okay, that makes sense. What is Y power? Okay. I see how to do it. So let's do let's do float weight X equals should be triplanar position. What should this be? P dot X times P dot X float weight Z equals P weight dot Z times P Z. Basically, here we do weight Z. So we do the square of this, and then you can see the color's getting close to right because now we need weight X. And now it blends in correctly. Because, yeah, you need the square root there. And then we don't really need to worry about Y, because for now, the Y is just going to be ignored. Or because we're already blending to a different texture, usually, for the floor. But okay, good. And yeah, hopefully this stretching here is not too noticeable. For the right house, we might actually want a... Yeah, we might want to, or need to use a triplanar texture. Ah, well. But okay, there we are. Gas station now. Boom. That's what gas stations look like. Oh, wait, interesting. Why is... This should be Bill. Yeah, I don't know why that was saved to something else, but okay. I guess that's fine for now. We'll need the floors soon. Oh, wait. Ah, well. Actually, what if his house just has drywall for the bathroom? Like, it's clear that he built something here. Yeah, you know what? I'm fine with that. I'll just do that. So that way I don't have to make new textures. Oh, right. Boom. I guess we'll do the top and bottom there. And then here we'll do lab 2. Take your time, Godot. Okay. Because now I want to do the same thing to this one. It'll get there eventually. There we go. Oh yeah, so we should have... I'm going to put metal trim on this. Did I... Is that what I already have here? Doesn't feel like it. I think they should be a smidge darker if that's... And why is this one not correct? So, is it material 1? Okay, good. Hang on. When we do sampling here... Nearest map, okay. And here we got our metal and our concrete, etc. Just doesn't feel right. Ah, well, that's okay. Yeah, concrete floor here makes sense. We need a more typical floor there, but I'll do that soon. And we will put, Another lab. Yeah, I don't want the drywall. I thought I did. I don't. I'll fix that. Where's E for empty? Right there. Boom. Oh yeah, there's, keep forgetting. I have the walls go all the way up. I need to make them vaulted. But before we do that, let's get the Carlsons and the other church material and stuff like that. Yeah, they have a very rainforest-themed house. Also, hang on. Do these have the custom materials? They do. Let's do... No, that's not the one that I want. I want this one. Boom. So yeah, at least in the... Well, I guess we can do it, yeah, for all these doors. Oh, and another door that's not aligned properly. Wait, how did I do that? Okay, I see. This wall is just really thin. Okay. And we'll need some sort of texture for the interior here. I'm thinking... Just do a triplanar world coordinates. Or triplanar local. No, let's do noise. Make unique. Save as. This will be Carlson door. And just a slightly more tan white color. How's this like blue? Why is this like... Okay, I see. I didn't recognize my colors there. So I think it should be like a similar color to this. But I can't get quite... I'm not... How do I get the same color, though? Yeah, that's about close enough, I'd say. Okay. Let's just get all these interior doors. Door. Boom. Okay. Now they all have the same color. It's like a real house. Okay. Was that the last of it that I need for now? I think that was all the things. Oh wait, no, the church. Interesting. I think the church has the incorrect materials here. Oh wait, no, it doesn't. Okay. I am noticing, though, that the Carlson house... This seems to be the same material. Okay, thank you, Godot. I knew I should have double-checked. Godot is tricky like that. It loves to do the wrong thing on purpose for no reason. And that also means, is this correct? Okay, that's about right. And we will need a little bit of, like, scaling up, or moving this down to make that there. Okay. Now we go to the church. So the church should have Wait, why does this not have the thing? Did I not make a church material? I guess I didn't. I think a church would have... Let's look up a church. Church interior. I'm imagining sort of a darker color. Okay, so we have sort of this off-white, and we do have darker colors in the back. And we have a wainscoting. Did my thing break? So I'm seeing wainscoting is almost universal. This beige color is the correct color, I think. And I think we would have a white wainscot with a brown accent color. And so, yeah. How do we get that delightful shade of beige? About yay big. More orange, perhaps? I think we need unique textures. And I think, hang on. About there, actually. And then I want sort of a wood color to accent like this. Interesting, thank you. Okay, that feels about right. Put that all as one flat color. Shading. I think we need to remove that. Put that there. There we go. Now we have beautiful, beautiful shading. Let's just have that go like that. Okay. There we go. And then hold on to your horses for this one. I'm about to blow your mind with an effect that you've never seen before. See, what I do is I add random noise, and then I put an oil paint filter, so the noise is a bit, like, broader. And then what I'm gonna do is, I forget. Hue saturation value. So there, we now just have a subtle bit of texture and variation. Isn't that beautiful? And I'm realizing, also, hang on, I'm curious. So if we go normal here, is there any identifiable seam here? Not really. Okay, so that's good to know. But okay. Textures, church. So wall, church, interior 1. But yeah, now we can't just like have this repeat over and over. We actually need something unique for this bottom floor, and then everything above it will have like a different material. Because it'll just kind of continue upward forever. Interesting that it's like clicking everything except for the wall that I'm clicking on. But okay. Then what we do is we have this color here. So this is going to be church 1. Key for select color. This is church 2. Oh. So yeah, all I'll have to do is figure out how on earth to add that. I would like some sort of texture maybe, though. How would I do that? What would that look like? Because yeah, having some detail in here. Oh, and yeah, here again, you can see the texture getting warped. Okay, let's go to Blender. I think now we need to start making the walls have the correct textures to them. And the main things were, so I think in here, would I want the wainscoting to be, I think for this whole tower, we need the wainscoting, or to the wall material to be the smooth one. So like, probably past the second floor window right about here is where then, like, everything above this we would set to a different material. Also, why is this even connected here? I think it would be better if this whole wall were separate from this part of the wall. Ah, well. Basically what we need is now, like, this material here, and we're going to put door here as well. Now, what the hell is this thing? Why is this like that? Oh, I guess because it only has the one material. Okay. And here, oh, this is going to be fun to deal with, because I did not design these walls under the assumption that, like, I would actually have to make the walls consistent. So you can see how fucked up all of the UVs are. Wow, this, what? Oh, okay, good. I was worried there's, like, just a, like, N gone in here. But no, it's just terrible, terrible mapping there. Also, these should just be normal doors now. Like, I designed those before I designed the doors. Wait, hang on. Don't we have, like, a door interior? Yeah. We have, like, this, for example. Yeah, this is our important business. Well, I guess it is important. Now the real thing I need to figure out is how to make it so that I can, like, duplicate this. Actually, I know. -1. And then we go to median point. Alt-S. Boom. Now it's in exactly the correct point. Kind of. Almost. How is it not in the correct point? Wait, what? Okay, whatever. Just eyeball it. From there. Yeah, see, that looks good. And then here as well, why are these, like, so recessed inward? Because we can make them a bit more even. There we go. Okay. But I see here... This is our special wall. Or that's where the wall needs to change to the other material. And that means that here we should have a wall material at exactly the correct space. Which, we don't. Yeah, because I chose to design this incorrectly. Why are there so many... Why are there even these here anyway? Dissolve all the edges that we don't need. Because we got plenty, we got enough problems already. What the hell is this? Why didn't we just have this go to here? And then, like... dissolve this. Yeah, see, now it's starting to make sense. Hmm. I just realized this window is not aligned properly. What the hell? Is this house not aligned properly? I don't get it. Ah, well, whatever. Okay, that hasn't helped too much with our journey to the center of the Earth here. But I think... So basically, this door lines up exactly with where this material should end. So yeah, let's just make another edge loop. And I hate to say it, but we may need to, like, manually, UV map. Do half of these do anything? Like, what is this? Okay. Actually... Okay, so, get this... No, get it like this. Boom. There we go. Now we got awesome place. See, now it'll all work out. Oh wait, no, this part here needs its own special thing, which means that we need to move this little bit there. Okay. And that means this whole back room should actually have its own special material, probably. Because we need it to look slightly different, so what I'll do is I'll just assign this to that. And then move that right there. Okay. Ugh. Godot takes its sweet time, but that's okay, because now we have this, which will do exactly what I want. So we'll basically have that there so that this is the same, and then this here as a unique church interior 2. There we are. So now we can see that I didn't quite line it up correctly, but that's okay. Boom. So now that works a little bit better. And then here, actually we do need that to have this same thing, I think. At least for... Yeah, let's just do it for the whole fucking thing. And then this whole assortment here. Oh, yeah. Hang on. What is the position of this line? 3.21. Well, first of all, we can make this just 3.2. Oh wait, no, we can't. Oh wait, yes we can. I'm the god of this world. If I say it's 3.2, then you will have to abide by that. Maybe 3.1 actually? Oh, I see. 3.1. Okay. So if we did 3.1, then that lines up there. And then I have a nice clean number that I can use elsewhere. So for example, in here, we have that. Okay, and then we will have, well, first of all, this needs to go up, so that way it's actually a ceiling. Okay, everything above this point goes there. Boom. I don't know why I designed this wall this way. I was doing something weird. I was in a weird headspace, I suppose. But okay. At long last, the fabled wall that looks pretty good. And I think I'm okay. I don't know if I want this trim here. I could have it, because it does give a bit more visual interest of like, oh wait, no, now it's gone. Oh wait, I see why it's gone. Because we changed the scale of this. We can bring it back if we so choose. Yeah, so now the question. Trim or no, or trim or no trim? We can have as much or as little trim as we want. I'll say trim. Well, no, because then we see here the doors. Oh, wait, hang on. There's something weird here. What is the weirdness here? Oh, I see. This here should be there. Okay. That was my mistake there. And then here, this needs to be... Yeah. 3.1. Line up your vertices. Okay. Now we got the things doing the things that they should do. And now here, I think I'm noticing, some blending issues with our triplanar still. Which would make sense because now we actually need, float wy equals, p weights dot y times p weights dot y. And I think that should be, wy? Oh wait, no. I see. We have floor and wall colors. Oh wait, we can do w up, which will be max of sine p weights dot y times this 0.0. And then w down. That kind of did the opposite of what I wanted. I guess it's because I did, How do we interpolate the colors here? Because I think we need to boost the wall colors. Hang on, I'm going to try this. Let's just have that be linear for now. Oh, wait. Yeah, keep that linear for now. That'll be fine. Couldn't resolve track. Oh, right, the door. Yeah, because now, for example, the door Dryman, this is no longer used. Where is that? Controls? Door Dryman? So Dryman Lemonade. That is now the domain of the door. Because yeah, I made a whole pretty UI for doors. Okay. So yeah, we should still... I should still, like, redo his texture, because it doesn't make sense for him to have an orange tuxedo anymore. Because, yeah, it used to be a mansion that he was protecting, but now he's protecting a church. He should have, like, a priest outfit. But okay, enough of that. What else did I need to do? I needed to finish up the right family. Right. So what exactly do we want here? I think this is going to be up here. And we'll start with my patent pending method of getting some slightly cool noise in here. Not that much. Okay. Filter, adjust. Hang on. The sun is now positioned so that it shines directly into my eyes at about this time of day. But okay, noise. And then we want, I think perhaps some light. Let's make this slightly yellow. So that way it matches our, like, lighting textures. And I think... Wait, no, not that. Something that's very fun is that it feels like every single day of the week now, they have like an army of leaf blowers outside. Like I can hear machines backing up and all that stuff. It's very fun. I love leaf blowers. I'm famous for saying this. I love the sound of like 500 chainsaws running at full blast for like 6 hours of the day. Because they couldn't be bothered to rake the leaves. Do I want something fancier here? Does this really look like anything? Kinda not. Well, let's fiddle with this randomly. Because who knows, maybe this will look good once I'm done with it. There we are. Okay. Textures, right one. Now that is a house with a spooky wainscoting. I think honestly we should probably move this whole thing down a little bit. Wait, why is that? Oh, I see, because I put the noise, or because I put this here. So I need to move this down first. Okay, I see. And then I'll grab the whole thing here, and then we'll move this down again. And then we can grab this part. And then move this down. Actually, we can even just do, that. Okay. That looks nice. I mean, it looks kind of bad here. So yeah, as I said, another place where we probably need the, to use a proper UV map rather than doing it this way, but that's okay. We'll just ignore it until I feel like doing it. Okay, do I need to, I'll just say that's good, floors. I guess let's just go through house by house. So, hide that for the time being. Right, blue, duplex, gas station. We probably do need to do something with the substation. Just, maybe a gravel texture for it. Lab, Bill, Weston, Carlson, empty, church. Oh, and then also the, let's put in here drainage. In fact, we need, let's just say, interior materials. And actually, where we had wall before, I need to find that again. Not completed anymore, because we actually need the, storm drain in here as well. Vital interior material storm drain, and probably also the substation. Because I guess we need the storm drain station. Well, I don't know. This little thing, we can just make it concrete. We can just keep it like this, kind of, probably. Nah. Storm drain building. Storm drain building. Ugh. Alright, hang on. I'm going to use the bathroom. I'll be back in a couple minutes. I also took a painkiller for a headache, because I woke up today with a headache. And I was hoping some caffeine would fix it, but it hasn't so far. But okay, we got actually church, door... No. Door... I want to play for a bit. There we are. That's a light. Yeah, this place is coming together now. Yeah, I think as simple as it is, I really do like how that noise adds just a little bit of, like, texture, as you might imagine, which is sort of the point of the texturing process. Hang on. Can I become Ghost? Oh, right. I need to add the, I forgot. The game is technically not completable from beginning to end because I didn't put a chair in here that you can stand on. Okay, so let's put the textures on hold for now. Let's add a simple chair. Yeah, technically I did. So I'm thinking... Flip. Oh, wait. Smooth? No, auto smooth. No, actually, I do want smooth. Because what I'm going to do... Welcome back, by the way. Okay, mesh, plane, what do I want here? Three. So let's have a crummy little office chair. Oh, extend this way. So this is chair, right, office. Let's say that for now. I'll make the collisions manually, I think. Actually, wait, isn't this supposed to be smooth? Yeah. Oop. There we go. Okay, that looks good. Hmm. How would an actual chair look different? I think like that. Yeah, that's what office chairs look like, basically. Okay. Decor, right. This would be chair, right, office. Oh, new inherited scene. There we are. Why is this called Office 2? That's stupid. Just name it that. Godot, game engine that I'm using to make games. Okay, decor, right. Chair, right, office. In fact, we can do root type animatable body 3D. We're gonna have a few cylinder shapes in here, I think. And then, actually, let's add a box shape. There we go. Okay. Make unique, rotation none. And I do it this way because chairs are meant to be stood on, but they also tend to have a lot of geometry, and that can, like, really freak out, physics engines. But okay, now what we can do is we can go back to the world, and we will put this attached to right. Because this is the only chair that we need right now. Oh, hang on. There we go. Decor. Okay. Right, chair, right, office. I think this is slightly... Yeah, I guess this is about the right size. Yeah, look at that. Okay. And I think this should be tall enough for the player. And if it's not, I can add a little shelf or a drawer here you can pull out to get a foot holder, something like that. Okay, do we have the correct thing here? So if we go to chair, right, office. Okay, good. So okay, we need to get up to that delicious juice in this lab in delicious unmarked bottles and drink all of it. As a 4-year-old tends to do. How do we get on top of the chair? Also, the chair is too big. Why is the chair so big? I think the reality is... Save that. So where is... Yeah, I think I want it to be about there. And then we go to... Oh no, we're still in right. We're going to lab table. I think we just go one tick down. Table along. Where's the other tables that we have? Like, what is this table, for example? Wait, lab table and table... Oh, I see. Well, rename this to... whatever. I can't be bothered. Go to desk lab, save this here. Move it down a blip. I think that goes from 1.7 to 1.5 meters, is what's happening there. So now we can move both of these down by 0.1. And now... you can see they line up pretty nicely. And here, that's fine. But now we need to go through the process of fixing the chair. Okay, there we are. Thankfully, this won't be too bad. If I can, like, click... There we go. There we go. Man, this makes me excited to do just more visual art for At the Ends of Eras. I think doing all of this graphics stuff. You know, where a thing that's an idea just starts coming alive and becoming a tangible thing. Okay, and I think we'll need little shelves for the player to jump on. Because I think even the chair is still going to be a bit too tall, yeah, for the player to comfortably jump up to. So yeah, we might want like a little box, and then the player can jump on the little box, or like a book or something like that. And then yeah, the player jumps on it, and then they jump up here, and drink the delicious poison. Drink their delicious bottle of antifreeze. Look, if it wasn't meant to be drunk, why was it so sweet? Why was it blue? Blue is the color of drinking. Yeah, I think, let's go to Open Recent Desk Lab. Save. And I think we just do that there, and then... Nope. There we are. Okay, so this is going to be desk, no, drawer, dash, S-body, no, kinematic. Center. Oh, there is an issue. Actually, I can fix that issue right now. Basically, the way interactable objects work is it needs to draw a line from the origin, or from the player to the origin, to make sure that it can see it, but the drawer would be in the way. But I just realized a cool thing that I can do to fix that is center of mass. Oh, wait, no. Origin to cursor. There. Now it checks for here. There we go. So now what I can do is I can add a little door handle and door and etc. to that. And that way the player can jump up to it. Probably. And if not, I can make it easier or something. Actually, I just realized. Actually, we might even want to do... I just had a good idea. Might want to have, like, 2 of these, and then we do this by doing that. Just have 2 little drawers. And then, honestly, we don't even need the, this here. Because we can just have that there, and then, like, these 2 things. Just like that. So that way I can have these, like, pull out independently to make little stairs. Okay, now... Player... No, wait, no, that's not what I want. Desk. Actually, this creates a little bit of a conundrum, because I don't know where I'd want to put the door knob. Because now we control both of these independently. Or not independently, we control them both together. Ah well. Add a door. Have this play on physics. Let's do like 0.7 here. Oh wait. Not the right thing. Transform these 2. There we are. And I think I can keyframe both of them independently. Or so if I did like this, it would just work. Yeah. I think this one come out a bit faster. Boom. So now we can have those go in and out. And then I think this one will be the interactable one. Wait, how do we get a doorknob? Door handle, that's what I call it. And then we have a marker 3D, and it's going to be called Wisp. And when we have that, it'll just be a little bit before it, so that way the little speech bubble pops up right there. Also, if we go to UI, we could have the Wisp disable depth... No, wait, no. We can't disable depth testing on that. That caused too many problems. But okay, now if we come back into here, we still have the issue that we can't actually stand on the chair, but I can just fix that with a little CSG box, now that I'm thinking about it. There'll be like a book on the ground or something. Oh wait, I just realized. This should be parented. There. And... oh wait. Where are our dining chairs? Dining chairs. So there's apparently a whole bunch of things that aren't properly parented. Wait, oh yeah, look at this. There's a bunch of stuff that I haven't properly parented here. Like the big tree? The big tree should clearly be a child of the Forest 2. Because Forest 2 handles all this stuff. Catacombs, car yard. Mail pile, monument, path, garden, player start, water processing, right door attic. Should go to the right family. W yard stairs. Oh, I guess these are fine. Okay, these are fine. I don't know where all these dining chairs are from. Simple chair, dining chair, chair underground, chair reset, etc., etc. Oh, wait, it's because I'm literally searching for chair. I was like, why is the tree, like, why is everything so messed up? Turn off. I hate those little, like, block everything on the screen to show me warnings that I don't need to see. Okay, whatever. What I'm gonna do now, let's go to the Linda zone. We're just gonna add a little CSG box. This will be what we use so far. So yeah, this is our book, quote unquote. Why is it not working? There we go. Is this Celeste soundtrack? This doesn't feel like it. But that melody is definitely in Celeste somewhere, isn't it? Hang on, what song is this? Oh, okay. It's a cover of, The Electrifying Incident. Interesting. Hopefully Patricia Taxon does not take offense to that, since she has in the past called, she's on record as calling the soundtrack to Celeste mid. But okay, now we can drink the poison and turn into a ghost non-lethally. For ratings reasons, completely non-lethal. Also, interesting, that kill... Oh, yeah. Because I have to hack the game to get into the house, it assumes that we're on this it assumes that we're on this quest. So that's why she's here now. I should probably also fix all those placeholder textures and, like, do the camera stuff. And also, we don't need a little desk lamp there. We need a little table. I know what we need. Okay, hang on. Thank you. Yeah, I'm liking how it's turning out. Let's put a little table lamp there. Oh, thank you, Godot. So let's have these things. So where would these actually be? I guess for now they're fine here. We'll just have little decorative bottles and decorative lamps and things like that. But okay, now we can actually complete the game. Or at least complete all the quests in the game. You actually don't need to beat this quest to beat the game. Because I had decided basically almost every single quest, you only need to do it like halfway to get what you need for the main quest. And then everything else is sort of like gravy on top of that. But yeah, we can do that again. I think the player should look at the camera when they drink the poison. Or, potion. There are no dead children in this game, because then otherwise it would be rated AO. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I suppose what I could do is just, like, not have Kitty, like, Kitty's dead body slumped next to the potion. And it's like, oh, it turns you into a ghost. It doesn't kill you and then separate your soul from your body. Ah, well. I'll basically only change it if Steam has a problem with it. Okay, it would be fun to do a bit more with this, where, like, you have, like, actual reasons to do all of this stuff, because I added a lot of details, but now basically the only two things you need to do are you need to, play the piano down here, so that Linda knows where you are. And then you need to knock this over, so that Linda can find it. And then she found it. Boom. And then also, that little thing there... Oh, I see. Okay, hang on. So that means this needs to be a couple steps higher, this placer thing. Normal. So the normal placer, it's the normalinator basically. Yeah, I think this needs to be like 9? Hang on, let's look at Linda. Close that, we don't need that. This should get Kitty back to normal. I think it's 10, actually. Basically, this thing should only be moved once we stop, like, because now we can stop being a ghost immediately. Oh. Well, that should not have happened. Yeah, because now we actually are soft-locked. Oh, wait, and the key fell through the ground. Ah, well. Well, we can stop being a ghost, at least. Though we are still trapped in the house, because we glitched our way... Well, I just cheated my way in, I just no-clipped. Okay, player, toggle, no-clip. Oh. Also, I should add more chairs around, because these are how you advance the day now. But that'll come naturally. Okay. Let's save some of the stuff that I've done. So this is wall textures and whatever else I did. Oh yeah, the chair. Wall textures and desk-based platforming. Yeah, I've thought about making, like, my very first idea with this character was a more traditional platformer where you just had, like, household items as your power-ups. Like, you could unlock a stepladder, and then you could just put the stepladder down and jump slightly higher from the stepladder. I thought that was funny. I might do that again. But okay, let's do floors now. Because I think we should also have foundation sidings. And those, I don't know where they're going to be. So again, right, blue, duplex, gas station, lab, Bill, Weston, Carlson, empty, church, storm, drain, building. Oh, and then also substation. Yeah. Let's do the storm drain. Because the way that I'm thinking of it, storm drain, and this time, oh wait, that's the button I need. I'm not even going to wait to do the noise.
I should probably just... no, I won't make a generic noise. I was about to say I should just do this once and then reuse the texture. But then there might... like, it might feel too samey for the player. There might be some sense of, like, this is identical. Like, the noise is identical. But okay. Adjust... Actually, this one could be good this way, because what I need now is I want to... This is going to be sort of a... What do I want exactly? Filter, other... Actually, before we do that... Okay, that's what I need. Tool options, linear... There we go. That's going to kind of work, I think. Basically, what I imagine is there's going to be noise that's going from, like, green to gray here. In fact, we should probably adjust this first. Should be... yeah, hue saturation value. I guess we keep that the same. And what we'll do is we'll, like, colorize it with, like, a green. There we go. Okay. And then we do this. Oh, I see. I want to be in more control of this. See, so I wonder if I can put an arbitrary filter over this. Let's get a little bit of a lighter gray in here. It'll be interesting to see if this actually looks any good. Because what we do now... Let's just clone this whole layer. Filter, artistic... Oh, we can't do that. Okay. Duplicate this whole thing. Hang on. Okay. Flatten this thing. Oh, wait, no. Not flatten that. Flatten the layer. Where is that? Okay, I'll just merge each of these. Oh, wait, did that? What? Do we need to do that, and then we do that? And then I can do filter, other, random, no, artistic, oil paint. Actually, this isn't really doing what I was thinking it should do. Yeah, I think I have to actually do a good job of making the noise look like how I want it to look, rather than just making kind of nonsense. Okay, but I'll say it should go right there, and then... let's have it go like this. So we need a dark color here. Maybe not that dark. Basically, some sort of color to make it clear that it's dirty at the bottom. And actually, I need another noise texture. Oh wait, no. Filter, other, random noise. That. Okay. Filter. This one will be quite light. And that means that here we should do filter, adjust. Well, Okay, I have an idea. Other, oil paint. Oil paint this noise. And then oil, oh no, filter, other, no. Oil paint this noise now. Okay. Now we can start doing what we should be doing. So what is this? This is, oh yeah, that's the noise too. So this is, okay, this is the wall. So basically, we have like moss coming through here. And the moss is coming down, and then we have like goo here. I think the main thing though is that this should be a darker gray, because it should be like a wall, or like concrete or something. Like it's not like stucco. Yeah, I don't quite know what I'm doing. Does this make any sense at all? Not really. Oh, what did I just do? I'm gonna put some shading here, so that way it's like the moss is on top of our beautiful concrete. See, now it makes sense. Now everybody will know what's happening here. Well, actually, it does kind of work. I think the main thing now is that we should have, like, little lines, I think, coming down. Let's remove that. This texture, I think it'll be a bit obvious that it repeats, but that's okay. Let's see what that noise looks like. Yeah, just a little bit of extra grit. Maybe we can even amp it up a bit. There we go. Completely nonsensical. So this is storm drain wall. Or let's say wall storm drain. What the heck did I just do? I tried to press the new folder button, storm drain. Wall storm drain. So what we'll need here now is, I think this should actually be a whole separate thing. How do we do that in a way that's going to make sense? Because I think basically this parented to that. So this is now catacombs, this is storm drain. And we can figure out some way of like making that look good. Center of mass. Yeah, that's about right. There we go. I think, yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, I'll have to figure out how the catacombs fit into this, but basically, this will have its own material. This will have two materials, one for the wall, actually 3 materials, because I think we need to do UV mapping for all 3 of them. Okay, I think this gets us everything I want. So yeah, floor, wall, and then ceiling will be this bit here. Not that bit there. I guess that's all fine as one thing. It'll just be like concrete or something. I'm thinking this part will be a unique material, or this part will just be that material, like generic concrete. Okay. And then this part here, mark a seam. Okay. Okay. This will all be kind of complicated. Oh, right. This whole outside section also needs to be that material, not the other material. And that means up here should be... I guess this is also storm drain material, but this here will be that material. Okay. The reason I'm doing all these materials now is because I'm going to have this be like drain or storm drain wall. Textures, storm drain, wall. Okay. Wait, hang on. There are some places here that seem like they are... Oh, I see. Okay. It's because that is set to false by default for some unknown reason. Okay, what is the most square little bit of this? That's fine enough. Reset this. And what we're going to do is... that, and then follow active quads. Interesting that it chose to do it that way. Let's do... Huh? Literally what just happened. Okay, 2D cursor. Is there like a one-to-one thing here? No? Then why is this... Oh, I see, because I did that way, okay. Okay, so now you can see... What is this then? Why did that happen? What is this? What is this? What is this one quad here? Ah, well, whatever. Unwrap angle based, No, actually... Reset both of these. Boom. Perfect. Actually, I should not have done that at all. Okay, where's our nearest filter sample stuff? Probably in here? Like that? Okay, there we are. Follow active quads. There we go. And this one. Oh, wait, hang on. Okay, there we go. Now we can get this a bit more squared up. Beautiful. We'll do the same thing over here. Yeah, they're about even. Okay. I think the main thing is the green is too much. I like everything else except for the green. I think what I can do is just have this lower saturation. How is this still green? Even though there's no saturation, supposedly. Oh wait, no, there is saturation. Okay, there we go. That's how you do it. Huh. I kind of like how weird, like... Does that feel right? Because I kind of like this. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but that's fun. But okay, now our next trick. So that's wall storm drain. Floor storm drain. Basically this same color here. Oh wait, no. Don't need that. So flat. This is gonna be like basically all of the stuff that goes through our storm drain will have to come this way. And so that means things like the, let's bring this up. Like our deranged weird colors here. Let's put this up in front of it so that way I can like sample these colors. I don't know why this would be... I don't know why it'd be set up, or why it would look this way, but I kind of like how it look. Like, I like this weird mix of, greens and stuff. And then in the middle, we should probably just have, like, I'm imagining, like, reddish brown from, like, leaves or something. Okay, let's see if that makes any sense at all. We'll just do our classic other random noise. Oh, wait, no. And here what I actually want to do is I want to blur this with a motion blur straight up. There we go. And then do our oil paint. Didn't quite work as I wanted it to. What I guess I could do is I could just transform this. Let's see if that works. I guess what I could do instead is just stretch it up like this, and then we do nearest neighbor. There we go. And then we can do multiply on this. Filter. What does this do for us? It just kind of darkens it. I think we should not change the saturation. I know what I want. Actually, no. Filter, other, random pick. No, I don't want that. Let's just see if this works. So yeah, new material. Thank you for doing that. Okay. Hang on, we need to go to like wall storm drain, or storm drain wall. New material. There we go. Hang on. Select. Okay, thank you, Godot, for not... Hang on. We need to do, like, first things first. Mark the seams here. Just mark seams everywhere that we need seams. Because otherwise this is not going to work. here as well. Okay, mark the seams. There we go. Now what I should be able to do is I should be able to just grab this. Isn't there? Hang on. I could have sworn there was a way to, like... Ah, whatever. Oh, I see. There's something fucky going on here. That's not what I want. How is it? It's choosing, like, the wrong thing by default. So when I go from here to, for example, here. There we go. It got a rectangle of stuff. And then if I go from here to, say, here, it should not have gotten that. But then when I go from here to here, okay, now it has the things I want, except it also got a whole bunch of walls for no reason at all. Yeah, 10 quadrillion walls, every single wall in the entire thing that I didn't want to select and specifically tried to not select. Hang on. No lyrics for me. First things first, I think I don't want this attached to the building at all. I don't know why I chose to do it this way. I keep adding things as, like, one gigantic thing. Because it's like, just keep that as its own thing. Make this storm drain controls collision. And then, like, that. Boom. Easy. And now we can do stuff with this. And I think we have this like that, and then, how do we want to do this? Maybe like that. Okay, hang on. So this should all be ceiling. Sign that there. How do we actually make this work well? I don't actually know how I want to connect these two things. Actually, I do. Remove the floor from here. The floor will still be controlled by this thing. But, like, we don't need to be responsible for, like, this whole thing here. This way we just have some concrete. Then it comes down to here, and then we don't actually need this to really stick out at all. Because we can just have it like, There's also something completely incomprehensible going on. I did something wrong. This face was not meant to be here. I turned this whole thing into one face at some point, and I didn't even realize it. Hang on. We need to, like... I hope I can undo that. Nope, I can't undo that. Okay, cool. I just gotta... delete this whole fucking face and do it again. Okay, hang on. First things first, delete these faces. We don't need those. Delete these faces because we don't need those. I'm just going to ignore that for the time being. Thankfully, this won't be too bad to actually fix. We just do this. And then we'd have like how would we do this part here? Oh, thank you, Blender. Okay. So let's take this from the top. Mark a seam there. Mark a seam there. So we now need, I think, from here all the way to the very beginning of it. Okay, good. I was worried I wouldn't have my work cut out for me. Okay, so if we grid fill from here, will this work? Not at all. Aha, I see, because this also... How is this connected? What even is this? Oh, I see. I think what I should do here is, like, move this so that it's just not connected there at all. And I can figure that out later. And then, like, this, for example. What even is this? Delete this whole thing. Delete that vertex. I don't know what that is. I don't know what any of this is. Did I do another thing where I turned the whole thing into a face? No, I see, okay. I don't understand where these came from. Oh no, I do understand. This was supposed to be... Okay, hang on. This was not supposed to go outward like that. It was supposed to go inward, like this. There we go. Just delete that whole thing. And then I'm just going to delete this whole thing. And we don't even need this here either, because we can just do... like that. There we go. Perfect. Mark a seam. Does this work? Not yet. Does this work? There we go. Now I can finally get that all at once. There we go. Okay. Okay. Could we theoretically get this working from here all the way to here? There we go. Now it's doing what I want it to do, kind of. We can still see there's a little bit of issue with this. So what I would do is just add this right there. And now it should work. Clear sharp? No, clear seam. Okay, that's what I needed. Mark a seam there. I don't know where this actually should go. Maybe that's good. Okay, floor, assign again. And also, don't smooth, well, yeah. No, what I'll do is that. Okay, because now we should be able to, at long last, do this, except for the fact that I deleted the edges here. How did I do that? Pretty impressive, pretty cool. I like that I can just like constantly fuck up everything here. And now I can't even create a plane here. I can't create a face here. Oh wait, no, I can. I just hit it. Okay. There we go. Okay, phew. Now it's all working. It's doing what I want. I can see it's beautiful. And then what we can do is we can select this, but I'm going to very, very deliberately mark seams everywhere. So this should be like concrete or something. Let's just do sidewalk. Okay. Will there ever be any hope for me to have UV seams that actually work? How do we get this working? Because like this is the ceiling, so if I select this, it should... Okay, the ceiling connects to the wall somehow. It doesn't connect to the floor, but it does connect to the ceiling. I see. Like, does this... Okay, that is now its own thing. Good. So now what I could do, for example, reset all of these, then follow active quads. How does this seem? Seems okay. I'll just have to add more noise to it, I think. But okay, now I actually have something working. Alright, hang on. Actually, we do need it this way. Probably like that. Definitely seems less dingy and more like some sort of weird camo or something. But okay, and now, last but not least, can I get this? I cannot get this because it somehow connects to the wall, because this seam here. Okay. Will it work now? I think it's working. This seems like a square, so let's follow active quads. Oh wait, no. We gotta reset first. Okay, follow active quads. Interesting that it's not letting me rotate it by 90 degrees like I'm typing. Hang on. Why is it not balanced? Is it not symmetrical? Like why is this side? Yeah, okay. But okay. Now we have a little bit of grit. Or some, like, interesting texture here. And I think also we need more, let's get this back in here. Something like this. Get some more, like, horizontal movement. Yeah, what is happening? Why is this not... There we go, okay. Yeah, it's not quite grimy enough. Like, I really like how grimy this one is, even without the noise. But for some reason, this one just doesn't feel nearly as grimy. Ah, well. Okay. That took longer than it should have, but that's okay. Because now we have the joy of going back to here. Tunnel system, our catacombs. There we are. Okay. So for now, it's just going to be concrete. Concrete. Thank you. Oh, okay, I see. Good. I was about to be mad. And this should have the grate. Boom. Okay. Rain. Or let's say main? No. UV? And then that. Okay. So floor. And wall. Interesting. Thank you, Blender, for not choosing correctly. Oh, I see. Hang on. It's because this used to be the wall. Oh yeah, because I had to do that again. Okay, reset this one. Follow active quads. Unwrap angle based. Nah, let's get this whole thing in here. Oh, I see. I can do, let's make a seam here, and then I'm gonna see if I can just get this whole thing. Okay, there we are. Follow active quads. And that should kind of fix that. Yeah, it's a little bit better. Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Let's hope that these are correct. And we could do something for the ceiling of this place. Actually. Okay, storm drain, surface material override. So this is standard UV. So this is the floor. This should be the wall. So why are they not correct? Also, this whole part here should be, wait. Okay. Phew. Actually, I would like this to be the wall. And then we can unwrap this angle-based. Actually, I'm not sure what I want here. Oh, that's what I want. And maybe this should be floor then. Which still doesn't look nearly as good as the wall texture, but that's okay. I can just do it badly, and then it's fine. Yeah, I think it'd be nice for the ceiling to have a unique texture. So we could do just wall storm drain and then like remove this texture here. Not quite right. Let's make ceiling. Oh wait, no, the ceiling needs to be infinitely tileable. Yeah, let's say that's good enough for now. And I know how this works, so I'm gonna save these before they get destroyed. In textures, storm drain, so this is floor storm drain. Wall storm drain. Okay. So now we at least have like a grimy little storm drain. And then this place isn't as grimy. Oh, I see. This is kind of messed up. Let's just staple this to there. Fine enough. I like the weird purple in here. Because I was just kind of a freak accident, but I don't know. And then down in here, this castle, or this, so church storm drain. So we got the storm drain, floor, storm drain. So church, we have, interior and the drain. Yeah, the question of all time. What do we do for this? I'm gonna do a noise texture. Make unique. Not recursive, just make it unique. Save it as storm drain building. Let's say drain control roof. Not so bright. Why is it? How is it so bright? But okay. That's good enough. Oh wait, slash. That's what we need. There we go. Back to normal. I think in here, materials. Boom. Okay, water processing. There we are. Put that there, and then siding. Make unique. Would this building have that? Maybe. Yeah, that's fine. Say drain control, exterior, material, and then the inside. Kind of fine with it just being, well, I suppose we could do something else. But here I'm going to do concrete for now. But yeah, we definitely need to make this a little bit less terrible. Also, when did the ground here get so, like, scaled up? Wait, hang on. Is this scaled? Oh. Okay, so we can have scaled colliders and they just work. And we'll just have a concrete floor in here. But yeah, the walls maybe need to be like noise. Make unique. Maybe a kind of green? A little bit of green in here. That seems appropriate. Also, why is this door so small? Oh yeah, because this is a Weston... This is the garage door for the Weston house. So first off, that needs to be that. Then at least it'll be kind of right. Let's do that. So that way, the door is kind of screwed up, but then it'll be okay. Okay, so we've gotten like 1/5 of the floors done in 2 hours. There we are. Okay, so there shouldn't be... I guess there's not too much different, really. Oh yeah, this building I forgot. We don't actually need to get into. We need to do... Let's do some hacking. Yeah, so these catacombs, quote unquote, need some decorations because they're supposed to go into the storm drain, but they're supposed to be a different thing. And then here, oh right, I see. We need... Good thing I made, like, reparented this stuff. Alright, first of all. Nope. Okay. Oh wait, no. That's a mistake on my part, but oh well. So yeah, now we need the grate. Oh wait, and that means that this is no longer going to be animated by the door. Hopefully the door isn't deleted. It shouldn't be. Okay. So much crap. It's like I don't care. Great. Okay, so this grate should be in, let's go to doors. It should be under C for control. Passage. No, that's the wrong one. Door church drain? No, not that one. Not that one. Where's the door for this thing? I guess it's not anywhere. Because there is the fun thing where Godot will just delete nodes at times. I'm pretty sure. Because like I'm pretty sure that had a thing and now it doesn't. Let's do rail. Boom. And here as well, these two. Concrete. Just do that for now. And hopefully the player will recognize that down there. But okay, so what we actually need now is just a new door. So this will be like door Parley gate. Take your time, Godot. I'm just clicking the thing over and over and over again, trying to get it. Okay. We're gonna go up, then we're gonna go down. So this should look... If it doesn't stutter for like half a second, then I'll be able to see if how it moves. Okay, there we go. And I'm also gonna add a light down in here. Let's add a marker 3D. This will be lighting catacombs. All right, light, not the main terrain. Basically, I want this to be easy to remember, so the player will just have like, I'll just put like a colored light here. I can barely see it, which is strange. Maybe if I did like 2? Huh. Why is it so dim? Maybe if I did like this. I don't get it. Okay. Save and exit. Yeah, this needs to be less saturated. More there, maybe like 1.5. Maybe move this a little bit this way, like that. Yeah, put this back where it was before. If it were night, this would make more sense. But yeah, hopefully the player will pay mind to the fact that there's an opening here. It's not that easy to see, but I just basically want it to be like once the player goes there and opens that, it should be easy for them to figure out what actually just happened. Yeah, our storm drain is almost flooded. I think we need a little bit of extra height on the action thing. Basically, this thing needs to be just a smidge higher. Because I don't want the player to be able to, like, reach up on top of, like, tables and things, but... Wait, why can't I open it now? Oh, because it's... Right, because it moves it to the global transform, not the local transform. So now it's just off in nowhere. Okay. Let's save some of this stuff. Wait, hang on. Why is wall with trim auto-saved? Git status. Okay, there we are. Storm drain. Textures and whatever else I did. Oh wait, no, I didn't even put the... I didn't attach... Hang on. That door needs to actually connect to something, which is this. Drain open. Okay. Okay. Alright. Oh yeah, this is fine. Where is this light? Thank you, Godot. Oh yeah, I can't select the light. I love Godot. Oh, I already have a thing. Okay, well, put that there. Okay, thank you, Godot. It drives me crazy that I can't just click the light and edit it. I don't know what happened. Like, did I set something? If I go to, like, editor settings, is there, like, a light? 3D gizmos? Is there, like, select? Whatever. I will consider that good enough for today. We got some textures. I like the grungy textures. I like the weird colors. Admittedly, this one's pretty bad. Because I think I just needed to do the oil paint noise trick again. And then mess with the hue. Rather than trying to paint it by hand. But okay. That'll be that for today. I will be back tomorrow. Probably more Kitty Found a Camera. And then at the Ends of Eras sometime this week. It'll be announced on the Discord as usual. But okay, thanks for stopping by. See you later.